earlier tonight in action here in Barnsley, a man who in his heyday certainly knew how to draw a crowd. Ryan Rhodes. He's only 28 even now, but this two-time world title challenger, former British light middleweight champion, wants to have another go at super middleweight for this comeback for the first outing in a year against this man, Peter Jackson. Johnny Nelson joined Adam Smith for commentary on this.
Well, time to delve deep into those memory banks. Back from the boxing wilderness comes Ryan Rhodes, who just slips down in the opening 10 seconds of his comeback fight against old foe Peter Jackson. Looks like he's hurt his right leg already, Johnny.
Yeah, he tripped over the referee's foot. He seems to have hurt his ankle, but let's see if he carries on.
Well,
he's okay.
Touch gloves. Will that be an added hindrance? He's been out of the ring for a year. Once, a long while ago, our shining light, Naseem Hammed's co-star, and Johnny, your vibrant stablemate.
That's right. You know, Ryan needed inspiration, and he thought he needed a movement, and we'll see tonight. Tonight, he'll have a lot to prove. He'll come out using all his arsenal, using all his speed, and all his skill, and all his experience to make sure he gets the result tonight.
Today, who's taking part?
He's moved across town in Sheffield to Dave Caldwell's camp. He went the distance with Peter Jackson down at the York Hall in December 2003, and is in no mood to do that again, targeting the Jackson body, looking for a big win.
Ryan needs to be clever, and he needs to be careful not to blow himself up in the first few rounds. You can see that ankle still hurting him from when he tripped over the referee, but he's trying to stay composed, using his jab, but don't blow himself out. He's just got to pick the punches and dishearten Peter Jackson.
Cut, Jackson, right eye, to add to his problems. Look at Rhodes using the body, still got some of the old zip, some of the speed about him.
Ryan can switch those shots from the head to the body very, very well. And this is exactly like the last fight when he was getting Peter Jackson to the body. Peter Jackson was smiling, his face doesn't hurt, but he was getting slowly but surely punished every round.
Jackson is coming off a 7th round stoppage by the Irishman Jim Rock. So maybe Ryan Rhodes feels this time he can break his man down.
But that's where you need to be careful, because some fighters, if they've just been stopped in a fight, they will either become gun-shy, or they'll come in and think, I've got something to prove here, and I've got to give it my all. Peter Jackson's a tough cookie, and this is a 6-round fight. So Ryan's got to pace himself, make sure he doesn't fade towards the last two or three rounds.
Switch hitting, using the southpaw jab, and the right hook to the body again. It's a fast, accurate opening session after what was a bizarre start to the fight. It's all happened with Ryan Rhodes, hasn't it?
That's right. Ryan seems to be able to hit Peter Jackson at will. But so what he needs to do is just touch him with the shots. Don't let him get used to the hard shots. Then slam a hard shot in and shock Peter Jackson. It's the shots that you least expect are the ones that give you trouble.
Jackson just coming back with a couple of his own. Rhodes happy to freewheel around the ring. Here's the 3rd round, the white, silver and black of the former British light middleweight champion, hoping to work his way down with a new nutritionist to 11 stone, but he's come here at 12-1.5 on the night, so it's a super middleweight fight against the West Midlands Peter Jackson, who's in his 16th outing, Johnny, and he's a year older.
Jackson needs to do what he's doing now. Close Ryan down, pop the jab out, and make Ryan work. Ryan needs to take this round and use it as a breather, but box him long. Don't let Jackson get in close, because when an opponent finds a target and lands it, he will grow slowly but surely in confidence. So Ryan needs to make things awkward and be an invisible target for Peter Jackson. Frustrating.
This was the round Lee Blundell caused that shocking stoppage of Rhodes. And Jackson just starting to work his way into this in patches. That hands-down style of Rhodes, it needs fast reflexes. Has he still got them?
That's right, and this is something you cannot get away with if you haven't got fast reflexes. You want to be able to change the jab into a hook, like what Ryan's doing now. Mesmerise your opponent with speed and variation and accuracy. Exactly what he's doing, and then it not only beats an opponent up, but frustrates him mentally as well. I don't know if Ryan's being poked in his left eye, but I keep seeing him dab that left eye. But Peter Jackson's not silly. As soon as he gets the chance and Ryan's close enough up, he's going to work him out and put the pressure on him.
A spirited display from Jackson, who has held the Midlands Area Championship and is naturally the heavier man here. But Rhodes gets back to his boxing skills and digs in shots from different angles.
I wonder if Peter Jackson has taken from the first time they boxed. Ryan starts off very fast, so suck it up the first couple of rounds and see if he can come back later on in the fight, because he's slowly having more of a go as the fight goes on.
Cameos of class from Ryan Rhodes. Will he sustain the effort? Plagued by inactivity as well, Rhodes wants one more crack at the big time. Says he doesn't need boxing, he's made his money, but he just wants to prove to himself he can do it.
That was the closest round out of the three, but I still give it to Ryan. But there's one thing I say about boxing is, and that is you've got to...
Their first fight went 6 rounds with Ryan Rhodes outboxing Peter Jackson in every session. Repeat here so far. Is there anything Jackson can do? Hasn't got a knockout on the record. Maybe Rhodes just feels that he can play with Jackson, take some risks. Work on.
Ryan could easily flow through the round, popping the jab out, but sometimes it's too irresistible for when you're seeing a target so easily and so vacant in front of you to not take a pot shot at it. Ryan needs to try and grab around and grab a bit of a breather so he can come back the next round strong.
Head and body shots from Rhodes, putting a cluster together. And again, dropping his hands, leaving his chin open. That's what Jason Matthews saw all those years ago.
And you can get away with this at a certain level. You know, you can get away with it at a certain level, but slowly but surely, somebody's going to be watching a tape of you. And look at the times when you drop your hands and think, right, I'll pounce on him there. So you've got to be able to change it sometimes. But Ryan knows what he's got in Peter Jackson. So this is a workout for him. It's a tester for him to see how sharp he is, what he can do with his tools after such a long layoff.
Still exciting to watch and as engaging as ever out of the ring. The amiable Ryan Rhodes, who tries an uppercut, as his former best friend Naseem Hamed used to show. Hamed, who met up with Ryan yesterday to wish him luck, and they still remain in touch. That's nice to see.
If you see Ryan's work rate per round, it seems to be dropping a little bit more from 2.5 minutes now to 2 minutes down to 1:45. So that's why I say he needs to just take a breather one round, just pop him out and beat him up with a jab, and then step it up in the next round. Because slowly, as we get to the 5th round and the 6th round, he may be only working for a minute of the round, and that's impressionable to the referee.
Cut by the left eye as well for Peter Jackson to contend with. And once again, Ryan Rhodes ups the tempo, as he seems to do every round for a while.
for a while, but in each round it's not as long as the round before, and that's why I say. But remember, this for Ryan Rhodes, this is his tester, this is his appetizer. He's been out for a while, man. He wants to get to a higher level than this. So these are where you learn your mistakes and get better at them.
Bruise on the left eye, cut as well. Errol Johnson, Bob Plant work away on that.
What makes it awkward for Peter Jackson is Ryan will be stood in that southpaw stance, then come back with a backhand shot. And these are unorthodox, and in the invisible boxing rule book, shots you shouldn't do. And these are the shots that Ryan's doing, and that are shocking Peter Jackson. But you've got to give it to Peter Jackson because he's very, very determined. He's getting